Now, for this particular song, it was a yellow room with a crooked floor. Now, what I do when I sit down with a snip of song like that, a chunk of lyric, there's a couple things you gotta find what key you want to work out of. And this, again, I've got an electric guitar here. This actually is Epiphone 339 Pell and Blue, real inexpensive guitar, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. It plays nice, plays like butter, and it's a pretty guitar, and it's the first semi-hollow, I guess you'd call this, electric guitar that I've ever owned. And it's not an expensive Gibson or anything like that, but it does for me what it needs to do. Anyway, that's the Epiphone plug right there. Now, what was I talking about? With this song, I should probably have an acoustic guitar. That's what I was noodling with when I was trying to figure this song out. But we'll work with this right now. It was a yellow room with a crooked floor. Now, if we go to the Taylor Swift chord that I call, that's that Taylor Swift G chord. And we're thinking 4/4, 2, 3. It was a yellow room, 2, 3, 4, with a crooked 1, 2, 3. Was a yellow room with a crooked floor. Let's take an F chord. It was a yellow room with a crooked floor. So that's really what I do. I try to noodle basically with the words, that one sentence, and how does it flow? How do I see the song sounding and feeling? And that's, again, this is all kind of hard to explain. And it ties together too with the lyrics and what the song, the topic of the song, subject matter. So, and it was a yellow, and how the words themselves, and like we were talking about with Zappa, how things fit together in a measure of time. It was a yellow room with a crooked floor. It was a yellow. It was a yellow. It was a yellow room. Now, even that right there, I counted to 6. It was a yellow room. It was a yellow room. So I kept on noodling with this, and getting back to the Beatles again here, I kept on finding myself doing a 3/4 time signature with this tune. It was a kind of like where I found myself going was a cross between Here I Stand Head in Hand, which is kind of waltzy 3/4 type of song. And another song that's similar to that is Lily of the West, an Irish traditional song that I've played over the years, which sounds, if I can remember the words, and then I came to Ireland, some pleasure for to find. And that's also a kind of waltzy-ish Irish 3/4 kind of song. Now, I'll jump ahead real quick in this, the topic of the song, okay? And I'll get Dr. Shank to, probably in episode 3, since I'm rambling so much here, I'll get Dr. Shank to talk about the lyrics of the tune and how they evolved, since he's a part-time English professor. But the topic of the song, to jump ahead a little, Yellow Room, Crooked Floor is a hotel, a room in a hotel on the New Jersey coast in a small town. Okay, this room has a crooked floor, so it's a hotel, okay? And I'll give one additional line. You're in a hotel room. It's a place at a beach, an island, with a do not disturb sign on the door. So that sets up the topic. It was a yellow room with a crooked floor, a do not disturb sign on the door. Okay, so that gives a little more depth of the lyric. Okay. Okay, so I found myself, like I said, going to 3/4 time in that waltzy, and then you work with the words. The next step, a lot of times for me to write a song, is I'm working with the words. Okay, if I'm writing a reggae song. You've got that feel, the words have to fit over that feel and over whatever chords. Now I've got, it was a yellow, it was a yellow, doot 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 doot, it was a yellow. And if we just strum in 3/4 time. It was a yellow, it was a yellow, it was a yellow. If I found myself using the first couple of words as a kind of like a pickup, a couple pickup notes. It was a yellow, it was a yellow, it was a yellow, and I'm just making these chords up. It was a yellow. Okay, so now you're getting the feel of how the words fit over the rhythm and time signature of the song. It was a yellow room with a crooked floor. Okay? So I tried to squeeze that in different keys around the fretboard here. We just take those pickup notes. It was a yellow. Let's try E. It was a yellow. It was a yellow. That's minorish. It was a yellow. And now I'm just gonna go to where my voice is right now. Let's try And for the sake of minimizing all of the noodling that I could do here, I'm gonna go to where I finally, the place that I finally arrived to play this chunk of words was in A. And using A as the pickup to go into D. So out of this A, it was a, and that fits over my voice. So I can sing it in this key. I may capo it up to make things sound better, because a lot of times when you're writing a song, the verse might sound right, but when you get to where the high part is, maybe in a chorus, you can't get the right notes that you want to sing, so you have to noodle with the key. I find myself doing that sometimes. You'll notice performers that even when they were younger, they did it in the key of A, but you look at them now and they're capoed up 6 extra frets, like they're getting older and their voice might change, so they have to accommodate themselves by changing key. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. It was, out of A, it was and I like that sound. It's right up, again, that A chord, like Ticket to Ride, kinda. It was we're using a different register. I think using the top end of the chord here. It was the Beatles used it was. I think I'm gone. I think I'm gone. There it is. I think I'm gonna, with a little suspension, gonna be sad. Okay, so we're at the top of this A. It was and now it's gone somewhere. And like I said, I use the A to fall into the D. It was a yellow. There's that 3/4 time. It was a yellow room. Back to A with a crooked floor. Now, I say to myself, it is kind of cheesy, and it's you know, it's all the games people play now, every night and every. It's that night and every day now, never mean what to say now, never. There's a whole bunch of songs that are written in A, E, D. And what happens with me when I'm writing songs a lot of times is I'll work on a song for weeks, and it's done, or I'm getting happy about it, and it'll all of a sudden hit me that, gosh, this sounds exactly like that song from 1962. And you know what I do then? I scrap the whole thing, at least the melody, the music part of it. I port the music and keep the lyrics if they're good, or if it's an instrumental song and the whole thing gets canned. Okay, thrown into the garbage can, because if it's been done before, I don't want to do it again. It would not be tasty. So if this winds up sounding like too much like another song, I'll leave the video online, but I'm not going to record this song or play it anymore. It was a yellow room with a crooked floor. Okay, basic chords, kind of a basic, almost, it's kind of like a canned melody. Something that we want to stay away from. But I like it. I wind up singing it to myself. So I'm caught in this space right now of, is it too cheesy? Does it sound like something else? But we're gonna go with the flow and see how things turn out. If you look at the birds, each bird has a little song. And the song, the little tweet, fills up a space in time. Some birds do a tweet, 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 tweet. Other birds, like a woodpecker, just peck at the wood. But even if it's just pecking at the wood, making a rhythmatical type of tune, it's still a song. It fills a void. It fills that space and time. And this is the fundamental concept that Mr. Egg is trying to explain, I believe.
Oh, why don't you all just wake me up when it's over? Oh.